Fellow seekers of the divine, the Vedic way of life offers any number of ways of approaching God through selfless service, devotion, concentration and meditation, the path of inquiry, repeating God's name, and many others. In addition, Gurudev Swami Shivanandaji wanted us to have an integral approach. Head, heart, and hand. And among his disciples, he had many who did use an integral approach, as well as superb examples of selfless service, devotion, meditation, and inquiry. There is, however, one fact that we should recognize no matter what path we are following. Both Lord Krishna and Lord Jesus put a proviso on all paths. Lord Krishna said, "No one crosses this ocean of samsara unless they take refuge in me." In other words, no matter what path we follow, unless it ends up in surrender, in a childlike faith in Lord Krishna, then it won't be successful finally. Lord Jesus, speaking to many of the sophisticated as well as the unsophisticated seekers of his time, warned them that unless they became like little children, they could not enter the kingdom of heaven. And he would say, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one goes to the Father except through me." In other words, surrender and simple trust. Frequently, we ourselves will point to people with simple faith and recognize that they have a secret. But still, we have to look at it with a discerning eye. Because sometimes a simple faith is not an informed faith. It is not a faith that has been earned after years of hard struggle. In fact, sometimes just the opposite. One believes something in an unexamined way. And so, often when the storms of life come, that faith that seems so beautiful will not withstand the stress. A few years ago, there was a leading businessman in Delhi who used to go to the temple every morning before work and offer worship. Unfortunately, after a number of years, his very successful business began to fail. and so did his faith. Our faith, our simple faith, has to go deeper than that. It has to be a faith that is unconditional. It has to be a faith that goes beyond any self-interest or selfish motive. It has to be a faith that simply believes and puts no conditions whatsoever upon that belief. Because otherwise, there is no belief that cannot be undermined by someone or ourselves with a clever brain or by circumstances themselves. Our faith has to be a simple, purified faith that is based upon long years of questioning, studying, and testing. Then it can stand the test of time and all unforeseen circumstances. Hari Om Tat Sat.